So you need to drink 8 glasses of water a day, right? Well, unfortunately, there's no easy answer for how much water you should be drinking. There's a lot of factors that go into it. And in fact, the commonly cited recommendation of 8-ounce glasses of water per day is actually just a myth. How much you need to drink depends on many factors, including your body size, your activity level, the climate you live in, and your diet. But somewhere along the line, the idea got started that everyone should drink 8 glasses of water per day. This idea was not based on any clinical evidence. It came from some very general guidelines published in the 1940s. Now, these guidelines were never intended to be a hard and fast rule. They were just a very rough way of estimating how much fluid you need to prevent dehydration. Hey there, welcome to Life Vita. You must drink 8 glasses of water every day to be at your healthiest. Do you know where this advice comes from? Well, it doesn't come from any scientific study. It actually comes from a 1940s marketing campaign by the National Academy of Sciences to increase water consumption. And guess what? It worked like magic. We've all grown up hearing this advice from our parents, and we dutifully fill up our water bottles accordingly. But is there any truth to this claim? Should you be chugging down gallons of water, or should you let your thirst be your guide? Before we start, a quick disclaimer. We are not medical professionals, and this video should not be taken as medical advice. With that said, let's get started. As humans, our bodies are pretty incredible machines that can do amazing things, like turn food into energy, fight off infections, and even repair damaged tissues. But all these processes require a lot of water. In fact, our bodies are about 60% water, and without enough of it, we can't function properly. Now, the amount of fluid we need to stay hydrated varies depending on several factors, including our body size, activity levels, climate, and diet. Generally speaking, larger bodies need more water than smaller bodies because they have more cells which in turn need more water to function properly. People who are more active also need more water because sweating can lead to dehydration. Similarly, people living in hot climates need more water to replace fluids lost through sweating. And those who eat a lot of water-rich foods like fruits and veggies naturally get more of their daily fluids from their diet and may not need to drink as much water. But despite all this, the idea that everyone should drink exactly 8 glasses of water a day has stuck around for decades. And it makes sense why. It's a nice, simple rule to follow that takes all the guesswork out of staying hydrated. And it's easy to remember. Unfortunately, it's also completely arbitrary. There is no scientific basis for the 8-glass rule. It's just a made-up number that has been repeated so often that we all just assume it must be true. And if you think about it, it is a pretty big assumption to say that every single person on the planet needs exactly 8 glasses of water per day regardless of their individual circumstances. In fact, the 8-glass rule has been around since the 1940s when the National Academy of Sciences launched a campaign to promote water consumption. Back then, most people didn't drink enough water and dehydration was a common problem. So the NAS teamed up with beverage companies to launch a campaign to encourage people to drink more. They set 8 glasses as the target because it was a nice round number that was easy to remember. And it was also a very vague recommendation. They didn't specify what size glass to use or when to drink the glasses. This gave people some flexibility and allowed them to make their own decisions about how to stay hydrated. The campaign was a huge success. It's widely credited with raising awareness about the importance of hydration and helping to prevent dehydration. But it has also led to a lot of confusion about how much water we really need to drink. So how much water do you really need to drink? Well, unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on a variety of factors, including your body size, activity level, diet, and climate. However, according to the Institute of Medicine, most women should aim for about 2.7 liters of total daily fluid intake, while most men should aim for about 3.7 liters. Remember that these are just general guidelines, and your individual needs may vary. It's important to note that these fluid recommendations include fluids from all sources, not just water. In fact, most of the fluids in our bodies come from food rather than beverages. According to the USDA, the average American diet provides about 20% of total daily fluids in the form of fruits and veggies alone. Soups, broths, and other liquidy foods can also contribute a significant amount of fluids. Additionally, our bodies produce about 10% of their fluids as a byproduct of metabolism. This means that even if you don't drink any water at all, your body will still be able to produce some of the fluids it needs to survive. Of course, this is nowhere near enough to keep you hydrated and prevent dehydration, but it does mean that the 8-glass rule is a bit outdated. Now, before you ditch your bottle of water for a pitcher of watermelon juice, it is important to know that drinking too much water can be just as bad as drinking too little. When you drink too much water, it can lower the concentration of sodium in your blood, a condition called hyponatremia. Hyponatremia can cause all sorts of problems, including headaches, nausea, confusion, and even seizures. That's why it's important to be careful about how much water you drink. If you're thirsty, it's a good idea to take a break and have a glass of water. But don't go overboard. Most people can safely drink up to 3 liters of water per day. If you're unsure how much water you should be drinking, it's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with a healthcare provider. So next time someone tells you that you must drink 8 glasses of water every day, you can confidently tell them that there is no solid scientific evidence to support this claim. While staying hydrated is important, it's not as complicated as some may have you believe. Instead of obsessing over the number of glasses, pay attention to your body's cues. Drink when you're thirsty and stop when you're full. This simple approach can help you stay hydrated without the confusion and anxiety of trying to meet a certain quota. And hey, if you happen to have a few extra glasses of water throughout the day, that's great. Just don't force yourself to drink more than your body can handle. After all, the goal is to stay hydrated, not overhydrated. When it comes to our health, there is a lot of misinformation out there. It can be tough to separate fact from fiction. That's why we're so committed to bringing you accurate, up-to-date information based on the latest scientific research. We believe that knowledge is power, and we're here to help you make informed decisions about your health and well-being. So whether you're curious about nutrition, fitness, mental health, or disease prevention, we've got you covered. Our team of experts works tirelessly to bring you the most relevant and up-to-date information. We sift through countless studies and articles to bring you the most compelling and informative content. Plus, we're always looking for new and innovative ways to deliver our content. From interactive quizzes to shareable infographics, we're committed to making learning about your health both easy and fun. At LifeVita, we're passionate about making health information accessible to everyone. We believe that everyone deserves to understand their health, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So join us today and discover a better way to learn about your health. Together, we can make informed decisions, live healthier lives, and inspire others to do the same. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show your support by giving us a like and subscribing to our channel. You can also stay connected with us on social media to get the latest updates and join the conversation. Thanks for being part of the LifevitaAI community. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.